Hey guys, welcome to this video. This is John Watts. Let's talk about wearing a mask in court. So we'll take, for example, a debt collection lawsuit. You've been sued by a debt collector and you have trial. Do you have to wear a mask? Well, ultimately it comes down to each courthouse. And I'll tell you, in Alabama, I think most, if not all, the courthouses are requiring that you wear a mask when you're in there. Now, they all handle things a little bit differently. But the first step is call your court and find out, do I need to wear a mask? Now, there certainly is no prohibition on wearing a mask. Now, if this was 6 months ago, there would be, but in this day and age, it's a new normal now, as they say. So nobody's going to be critical if you wear a mask, but you may be required to wear a mask. And going along with that, find out what you need to do, because things are handled differently now. So let me give you an example. If you were sued in what's called small claims court or district court, there are some judges that they would have 50 people there at 9 o'clock and everybody would just wait. And the judge would call Midland Funding versus Joe Blow. Joe Blow says, I'm here. Midland Funding says, I'm here. And they go, okay, that's good. Now let me go to the next case. Well, they may still be doing that. I'm not familiar with any judges still doing it quite that way. But what they may do is, instead of having 50 people in there, they may have 5 and tell everybody, spread out, keep your distance. What other judges are doing is you go in and you sign up. You say, here's my name, here's my phone number, your cell phone, and then you go back to your car and you wait. So radically different approaches by different judges. So the point is, you've got to find out, what does your judge want? What does your judge expect? So that you know what to do. And one consequence of this is it's really slowing things down, as you can imagine. So if there are 50 people showing up and you walk in 10 minutes late, that's not very smart, but maybe not a huge deal. But instead of 50 people, a judge may say, okay, you're at 9, and now this other person's at 9:15, this other person's at 9:30. Well, if you don't show up, they may not let you in the courtroom because they're trying to keep very limited numbers of people in the courtroom. So you really have to understand what your judge is doing so that you can be prepared for it. Because you don't want to say, oh, well, I assume the judge wants me to stand down in the hallway until somebody calls for me. And really, the judge wants you in the courtroom. Or if the judge says, when you arrive at the courthouse, do not walk into the courtroom. You wait in the hallway, and you just barge into the courtroom. You may make the judge furious with you for doing that. Most of these judges, they'll tell you in their order. So she'll write in there, here's exactly what I want you to do. The judge will say, hey, here's what you are not to do. Here, I want you to wear a mask, or I want you to do this or that. The point of all of this is call your judge, call your court, and find out, hey, I see I have a trial coming up in 3 weeks. What do you want me to do? How should I handle this? And certainly if you have been exposed to COVID-19, you're suffering symptoms, you've been traveling and may have, again, been exposed to it, then most judges would want you to contact their office and say that. And they most likely will, push the trial. Now, obviously, be truthful about it. Don't use this as an excuse. But they're trying to keep everybody safe. And they've got a whole bunch of people rolling through their courtroom every day. And they're trying to protect not only you, but the person that came before you, the person that comes after you, and everybody else that day. So I think all the judges are doing their absolute best to work through this. And as lawyers, we can help them. As individual plaintiff, defendants, we can help the judges too by cooperating with them to try to make this as easy as possible. Last thing I'll say is, look, our courtrooms are not set up for this. I mean, the hallways are not designed with social distancing in mind. The courtrooms are not set up that way. But we just have to deal with this and make the best of it. And if you'll do that, then you'll have the best and safest experience for not only you, but for everybody else. So hope that that's helpful, and you're welcome to subscribe to our videos and check out other videos, and I appreciate you watching this. Okay, bye-bye.